Alright. So, yesterday, I managed to complete the game on Too Easy with the escape pod. Now, the last time I was going through this, I did easy by accident on the armory pod and made it all the way to floor 11. Yesterday, I managed to complete the game So I think that it is warranted that I simply try again.
Boot camp is back.
There we go. Anyways, that I give this another shot, and let me just refresh, make sure my stream quality is good before I get going further. Excellent. Okay. Anyways, so I think I'm going to try easy again. One of the things... I can't remember if I did this or not. Can I see their... No, I can't see that. I unlocked all the heroes, so now I'm going to check the guides, because there is someone...
Is back. 5 new couples.
I'm sick of this, okay?
In one explosive house.
Pack your bags and leave.
On the brink of destruction.
So irritating. I don't know why that one particular one overrides mute. Anyways, hero combinations. So I want to see, there's some hero combinations of 3 heroes that result in story. Actually, there's only one. One of the other alternatives is that there was a suggestion, or not a suggestion, but there's an achievement if I get 1 prisoner, 1 native, which might actually be her. Scrag might also feel that. Okay, and then let me actually check the achievement. A guard, a prisoner, and a native. So I know Opbot fulfills the... Oops. Let's try this. Should be a prisoner, a guard, I think that's a native. Hopefully that's everybody I need. So since I've got all that going together, I'm going to throw in Ken, because he's super fast and super dangerous, and has a decent amount of hit points, although apparently not as much as our dear friend Mormish here. So, step 1, let's equip everybody. Fuzzy. Alright. I'm a little nervous since this is easy difficulty, but at least the first floor isn't going to be a huge problem. Now, part of the danger from all this comes from the fact that we can't build defensive modules. Along here nicely. Now at this point, let's go like this, and let me just quickly determine who has the fastest speed. 34, 32, 36. Okay, so Scroig is going to be our runner, and he's also going to be the person to scout ahead. I'm not really finding any dust yet, so we're going to have to keep people here, and that's going to be the theme of this run, not finding any fucking dust. Fortunately, our heroes are a bit stronger than they would be otherwise. I think they start with generally more damage, on top of the fact that they get weapons. Incidentally, this layout is surprisingly typical for the first floor. I think I've seen it at least once before. I may even have recorded it at least once before. So, there's the monster. And I won't be done with monsters until his hit points fully regenerate. So that's not him. So rather than go up, yeah, this is a dead end. larger than the last time, but still. Okay, so at this point, if I power up these two rooms, I don't want to build a ton of food replicators. It may seem counterintuitive, but I don't believe I'm ever going to get access to industry module as part of this floor's or this pod's deal. Let's get you out of here. I don't really want any of these. Tear gas I would take later, though. I now kind of wish I'd taken Max O'Kane with me so we could have gotten the bonus science from him, since we won't be... You know what? I'm actually going to restart. Yeah. Alright, let's try this again. Armory pod. So, Max O'Kane, there. Orden Mormish, and who is Scroig, I believe, is... See, part of the problem is I'm not 100% sure who's a native. I feel like Lady Jalaria is a native. I mean, they talk about steeds, and the rest of the universe is not using steeds, so... Anyways, on runs like this, I honestly do believe it is absolutely... And you know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to abandon one more time. Here's the real issue. It just occurred to me that by using the Armory pod, and then doing Max O'Kane, Krayang, who I guess she counts, I don't know, Opbot, and then Warden. I know he's a prisoner because it's part of his background. That's not the Warden. And he was the Warden of the ship, so clearly... Actually, you know what? Let me do it this way. Rather than do the Mormon, Ken had to be a guard because of part of their background, and they'll have background together, so that should work out. Okay, now I'm settled. And Krayang doesn't start with the bonus science, but he'll get it as we level him up. So, that'll be fine. Food replicator. We have a message. Oh, it's that douchebag again. Okay, so I don't have sufficient industry to build that. I'm probably just going to settle with 2 on it, or 4-2, honestly. So we'll just open this door, start that building. That is a pretty good module, and it's pretty... Oh, you know what I didn't do? Total idiot. I need to equip weapons to everybody. It's pretty important, actually. There we go. I don't remember finding any weapons last time we did this run, beyond the ones that we started with, so it's pretty important that I have these equipped. Also, no longer sure who has the fastest speed. 35. Oops, didn't mean to do that. 34, 34, 34. So technically Krayang is the fastest person in the party. Woo! that is special. Everybody go here, Krang. Certainly handed to him, though. He's really sniping those things. Go up. It's actually the cheapest to level up. I'm just going to do that real quick. It's a self-powered room. Actually, so I can move everybody up to this point and then have Krang step forward further. I'm tempted to lay down more food replicators to get us a nice, nice big chunk of food early on. It's going to cost 30 though, which I would need to go through 6 additional doors, and I'm not certain on the first floor that there's that many available. So pull everybody back to here. Don't have to worry about that. Everybody back to here. Excuse me just a moment here. There we go. Great. If I get any other speed items, I'm definitely going to give those to him because, you know, he's no Saranumas, but frankly, who is? Now, nobody actually uses a sword, do they? So I don't have to worry about that at least. And the Fuzi is what I already have. I can't afford the rest of this. And 3 science is going to be pretty vital for me to accumulate. Actually, Oppot, why don't you go down here and just check what else is available? Hey, found the exit. So I'm going to power that up. Let's do the tear gas. Oops. And move Oppot back here. Now, part of the other reason that I'm actually doing this particular run with these particular heroes... Ooh, shit. I clicked outside the window. Doing this particular run with these particular heroes is that one of the... Okay. One of the other things that is an achievement is to beat the game with every single hero. So, not only did I unlock Mormish and Elise in the last run, I managed to beat the game with them, which means I don't have to do it with them again. So, doing this now with Krang, Max, and Oppot, 3 characters that I don't normally play with, should go a long way toward... Holy shit, 11? Holy shit. Ugh. Should hopefully go a long way towards making everything work. So, that's the floor. Move everybody to here. Now, since we don't have Sarah this time around, and we're depending on someone with 1 speed more than everyone else, this is going to be a minor, painful difficulty to get the crystal to the exit every time. Now, if it turns out that this is not the fulfilled conditions like prisoner, guard, and native, I'm not going to be too broken up about it. In fact, if we win on easy, I will be pretty fucking thrilled. Jesus. Ken should make short work of anything that comes through here. Yeah, he's one-shotting a number of things. There we go. So... It's really nice in these low levels to have that weaponry available. Now, we have 100, which will... I probably shouldn't have leveled them up, but I haven't really been facing much in the way of opposition just yet. We are 3 doors in, so I feel safe throwing down another crystal there, or another food replicator there. That's not good. Though fortunately we do so much damage it may not make a difference. Don't we already have this? This is technically better. Our shots will be faster and but do less damage. I'm gonna go with that for now. Besides, we're not throwing away the other weapons, so... Oh, I forgot to move the other weapons into place. I should have sold them all for science. For science! And I'm definitely saving up for the science creator, because we desperately need that. I no longer have the capability of just activating those willy-nilly. This may actually end up connecting up here. Yeah, that's looking like what's gonna happen. Hey, you found the exit. Okay, so with nothing there, let's send him back here, and we'll get started on our science creator, so that we can move right along. Slightly upgraded Fuzzy. Can't hurt. Interesting. Krang has no activated skills, but will. Gonna level Krang up to 3. I want to keep leveling him up because I'm concerned that the cheap level up cost on him indicates that he's generally a weaker hero. Oh, and good, I did actually complete that story quest. I'm glad to see that. It also tells me that I've done that particular group before. Okay. We're going all the way back. So what am I looking for right now? I know that I absolutely cannot find Iron Shield. Put it on him because he's running around, and if he runs through monsters, it'll help. I absolutely can't find other heroes, so what I'm mostly looking for is going to be, hold on a second. Sorry about that. Anyways, what am I most looking for? I'm looking for better equipment. I want to get tons of equipment. Is that the last door? Technically it is. Which actually works out well, because then I only have to go through here to get to the exit. Actually, I want to check and see what the next research thing will be, because I can get free research from doing that. That's really good to have. It's going to take us a few turns to get that, but yeah. Oops. Now, everybody's already in the exit room. So what I'm going to do, go like that, go like that, and then go up here and open this. Actually, just in case, let me go like that. I don't think monsters will spawn, but in the off chance that they do. Okay, so now we can change how we power this up. And that. Should be fine. It's still going to take them a while to get there, so carefully powering things up will be a matter of concern. So anyways, we're going to look for better equipment. We're going to look for anything that provides us with additional free industry, free food, free science. Those little boosts will actually be a big issue for us. On the next floor, I hope to build... only two... Ooh, I just realized. Sorry about that. I had my camera pointed up. Anyways, I'm going to build 2 food replicators, and then I'm going to build at least 1 science creator. I'm also going to level heroes up until I hit the 100 mark. I really kind of want to just do them again. I think it's operate. Lame. I'm using him as my scout. I don't want to leave him behind to operate. Okay, so we're finally getting to a point where we can't just one-hit monsters, which isn't too terrible. Free powered room is always good. Six gun. Let's do food replicator and get that underway early. And here's our first science pylon. Artifact, as I believe they're called. We'll head this way. Yeah, I actually thought that might be a dead end. I'm fine with it being a dead end, I just was expecting it to be so. So, I think I can spend the 7 here and still be able to create a science creator. Should I get sufficient dust? That tear gas module is going to go a long way towards making sure. Yeah, and now we really have to save the rest of our industry for this entire floor. And there's the exit. And I can light that up. I will bring Ken with me because he has the most actual damage on a per hit basis. And use him to guard this room. Now, go plop down a tear gas. I don't think I'll need it. I'm not expecting to go too far without a bunch of dust, which I can throw there now. So send everybody to here, and then Krang will stay. I will put the tools belt on. Oh, he already has it. On him. I think he might get operate later. It gives some bonus wit, and if we're actually going to have people operating, which I don't normally make a big deal about, then it'll be good to have the tools belt for that reason alone. Getting him out of there. There we go. Okay, good. I'm not going to conduct research there. I will conduct it all the way back here. This is an incredibly useful skill. I don't really like Krang as a character for the most part, but Winter just came all over my face. That's a really great skill. Bukkake, Lizard Man. And yes, I know it's a reference to Game of Thrones. Whoa. Okay. He wants dust. The sonic gun, I'm pretty sure, is already better than this by a significant margin. I would love to afford that. I don't think that I have much to sell, though. Apparently I do. I'll buy the sonic gun now. Do I want any of the rest of this? That's not great. Or at least it's not an ideal combination of, go like so. Ugh, that's actually really nice to have him. I'm not going to sell any more equipment, though, because I can get actual resources from different vendors, like industry, food, even science, which would be phenomenal. Definitely want to save up for the science creator, too, so what was the other options? That's nowhere near as important as that is. Since industry is at such a premium, because we can't build modules, it will be absolutely vital to maintain the highest level of modules that we can to really maximize our use. Because building even 3 a floor and then coming out of it with positive industry is already starting to become a difficult task. And having to build any minor modules, like, it was frankly kind of a waste to have built that. I mean, I don't regret having researched it, but in that one location, it turned out to be a waste. I should have held out and seen if mobs warranted its placement. So let's head south. Let's get you out of here. I was just remembering that I had forgotten to set my instant messenger service to note the fact that I'm streaming. So let's get him out of there. And, okay. That's a lot of enemies. Fortunately, that didn't turn out too bad. Alright, since I have the dust, I'm going to save it to open up this room. And actually, I'm going to move Ken into here in case there are any stragglers that get through. Sure enough. I actually really should bring Max into here as well. Alright. Alright, so now we'll leave him here. Ken will be here, and Krang will head this way. There are no exclamation points anywhere else, so I'm going to have all heroes join us here. Oh, I spoke too soon. However, by focusing on all of those enemies, we're able to kill them off before these ones even showed. May still have to heal him, but they're spreading themselves out pretty nicely and not clumping up like they did last time, which is because they all came after Krang in that one room, and thus clumped up in that fashion. Okay, so we'll do the same thing again. You two head down here. Opbot, you can stay. Wait a minute. You know what? That's fine too. I don't care. And I just looked at my science and realized that I had sufficient science to have researched the Science Creator and been prepared for the next floor. I did not maximize my benefit. That is unfortunate. Anyways, I don't care too much because I'm done with this floor, so we're going to grab the crystal and get the fuck out of here. Incidentally, there is another achievement to get yourself to the elevator and defend yourself for a full minute. It would probably have been best to have done that on floor 1, not floor 3, but it may actually still be accomplishable since these here monsters have to go for such a long distance. So, just go like this. Yeah, I have to defend the elevator room for a full minute. So I'm going to throw down a single... I can't waste the resources. I might have to try this in another run, but for now, I'm going to start... I'm going to open my phone, start a timer, which will be a little bit late for a minute. And then when this is done... Oh, shit. Alright, we are at 40 seconds. Wanted to activate Winter Just Came because it would slow down the incoming monsters and give us an easier time. Oh, I've achieved it. We're out. Oh, I can stop the stopwatch reset. Moving along at a pretty good clip. Alright, I didn't spend any of that industry last floor. I am tempted to go straight up and see if it just branches off this way. And it does. No major module, which is bad. Okay, so I'll send everybody here to guard. And Krang will go for it. Now, I'm going to make sure I level up the rest of my heroes. I can get one more. He's not going to gain a passive. He will. Oh, Opbot can operate now. So let's move the tool belt. Oops. Where did I put it on? He already has repair, which is unfortunate, but the bonus to wit will be helpful. Oh, I should really equip this to someone. 20... You should have it. Anyways. Nothing. I think this thing flashes red while there's a chance that events can happen. So I'll power that room up. What does this benefit? Oh, bonus to all of those things, which unfortunately I'm not going to be able to make much use of. Head this way. Can't help but note that there's not an awful lot of dust arriving. Some, but not enough. Wait, I haven't regened. There's more coming. There we go. That's somewhat helpful. Oops, let's get all the way back here. Part of the other thing I really don't like about Opbot is that he just does not have a ton of hit points. And apparently Max has even less, so it's a less ideal combination all around. Now, I'm not powering up any of these rooms so far. There's one major module here and one here. I'd have to spend 40 dust to get a hold of any of that, and that's about as much as we have. So I'm going to save it on the hopes that when I open this up, I'll be able to power that room. Although, as always, I hate splitting the party. I don't have much of a choice. So now I can power that room. So we'll only have 4 rooms instead of 5 contributing monster waves. And we're going to move Ken. And I just want to do a quick stat comparison. So 104, 156, 0.8, 0.7. Technically, Max shoots a little bit faster, but doesn't hit quite as hard as Ken. I think I get to maintain Opbot's benefit. I am tempted to activate it, but all it can give us is dust. So I'm going to hold off a bit. I'm going to make sure that I do science now, because I basically have like an extra... of course, that does also give us access to this. No, I want to try to stockpile science as much as I can. So let's head south. It's a new spear. So let's head back here and see how he would get plus 14. He gets plus 12. I'm going to give it to him. 87 to 78. Mostly because with Opbot having such low hit points, I want him to adequately be able to defend himself. So on the next floor, I may end up deciding to build a science module at any choke point like this, so that Opbot can operate it and we can really take off in terms of science. Ken, you can make your way here now. See, this is kind of what I was afraid would happen. We're not finding an artifact, and so we don't get the benefit of that Science 2 creator. Alright, so we've powered that up now. Actually, this is sort of the ideal situation that I was just talking about. I'm going to create the science, put in a science creator, move everybody to here, and then Opbot will operate that module instead. We already have a lot of food, so... Pull Q, which I think is also better. Yes, it is. So, 87 to 98. So Krang is just generally better at attacking. Now, because I see no exclamation points there, I'm going to have everybody rush to their aid. I don't know if they'll need it, but we're going to send it anyways. Okay, good. I'm also going to go ahead and take the opportunity to level up, level up, level up. A little risky putting that there, or researching there, but I don't have much of a choice. That was a little bit close, but managed to clean that up. If I get the opportunity, I will continue to power up that wing and always try to consolidate the party. Actually, if I go like that, then I provide the longest corridor to reach my other heroes possible. Oops. There we go. Let's see. So we're gonna head up here. Yes. And send Krang to... Ooh, if there's a crystal, yeah, we're gonna have to take him out. There we go. See, that's exactly why I didn't want to do the research there. Oops. There. Okay, and there's also a bit of a delay, as should be apparent by the fact that you will have received those messages and then hear me talking about it now. Okay, good. Science Creator came up and nothing was destroyed. Radio is a terrible object. I fucking hate that thing. There's not enough heroes with like huge amounts of hit points in the first place, so to reduce hit points even further is kind of egregious. We have a pretty good chunk of research now, so I'm gonna... Fine, whatever. I love tear gas. I'd much rather have major modules, but if that's not possible... Now, if there are any more artifacts on this floor, I may go ahead and simply, Ooh, a thing. Who do I want to give this to? Yeah. Okay. I want to make sure... Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to avoid. No, no, attack. Yes. One more. Get out of there. Those guys won't attack the research. It's unlikely that that thing is going to survive any further. I may have just lost my research there. Krang? Wow, that's a pretty impressive death sequence right there. Okay. So it looks like there's only one door left. Now, if this is the last door, then that means opening it will complete whatever research I'm working on. It's not the last door. It is, however, the exit, which is important because it means no monsters will spawn. So now, Max and Opbot can move to this room, which is unfortunate because they'll no longer be able to operate. But we have a pretty decent amount of science built up, so future endeavors will be significantly easier. That's the last door. which a merchant also means that there can be no Kajigger, enemy spawned. Pea shooter, even in blue, which is the second highest tier, is not sufficient to beat the sonic gun. The prisoner uniform as a final piece for him seems like a good deal. Everything else is simply too expensive. I will, however, sell this radio and guard uniform, and both these toothpicks actually, because spears that I have are better. So now I want to see what my options are going to be for the next floor. Not a hell of a lot. Unfortunately, I do not... Oh, wait a minute. I can take advantage of this. So I'll get that, and then open this door, and that will complete the research. It shouldn't spawn any monsters either. Perfect. So now I'm going to turn off everything in that wing, and turn on these, and Crane go here, everybody else here. We're gonna grab this crystal and book it. I have to say, I'm pretty glad that I got the yeah, let's get out of here. Oops. There we go. Now, that green light indicates that those two have completed their story and are giving each other bonuses, which is exactly why I brought them along, because, frankly, Opbot needs every little bit of help he can get. And were I not trying to achieve a specific achievement, I would probably bring along everyone who has a storyline with Opbot and have them all go, and give him a massive bonus to his very pathetic stats. So, food replicator to start. We have 200, which means I can definitely do some leveling. I want to try to do 2 heroes for whom there will be new passives to gain. But that's just not possible. Pilfer is phenomenal. Phenomenal. However, it also means that he needs to take the lead now in terms of doing the running. Now, somehow Krayang's speed has dropped to 28? How is that possible? There's no toxic cloud in this room. Speed 40, speed 40. So everybody has the same speed except for Krayang, who is not fast. So now we're going to use this guy because he has Pilfer. So every time we find a room with dust, we get an additional dust. And so over the course of the floor, this actually ends up adding up quite nicely. Shop. Yes. Shop is really quite good. Assuming that you can find a merchant and keep them safe long enough to build a shop, which is, you know, always the trick. So let's advance the heroes to here. Use chitin. Actually, it might be worth... No, I'm not going to bother. I will put food replicator. And Max will go ahead. He can actually hold his own in those rooms. I think I'm going to actually leave Krayang back here and have 2 people operating at the same time. Opbot's already operating. It takes a room to set that up, so... I'm curious, is his speed still 28? Yep. I know that it was 35 when we started this. I can't imagine what's making it drop. finally. This is going to really send us into the stratosphere in terms of levels. Okay, so we've got 23. Once that kicks in, the food replicator will improve by 2. So we'll go up to probably more than 25 because they're applying bonuses to it, and I think it might be a percentage bonus. So that's powered up. So now I'm going to move Ken to here to back up Kane? I think it's Kane. Maybe it's Max O'Kane. Max. Use chitin. There's a lot of use chitin on this floor. I don't know what to make of that. Okay. You can... Okay. I'll need another 65 to get to there. I am half tempted. That was close. I think I'll only move Ken as a last resort. I really want that science creator to go up to level 3 so that I can get my benefit out of it. I mean, we're on floor 4, right? No, 5. So we're not quite halfway through the game, so having both of those already will be nice. Bonus dust. You know, if I depower that, power that, then I've got that defended and I can send these 2 into this room. Which is unfortunate, really, because OpBot should be operating. So maybe I'll leave him here and just have Ken. Ken and Max should be able to take it on their own. Gonna take a second to level up these 2. What did this... So he gets bonus industry if he's in a room killed by monsters. That's phenomenal, honestly, for this, since I can't build any industry modules. Oh, so good. I'm actually really enjoying this run so far. It's not something that I've ever really uttered much on the easy difficulty, which is hard for this game. It goes too easy and then easy. So we need 65 to get that. But now, fortunately, we can create a science creator, which OpBot will start operating immediately, kicking up our science production significantly. I'm going to try to get this guy before he gets to the next room. He was firing pretty quick there. Hey, we found the exit. Let's power that up. We still haven't even explored that section over there, and there's actually an exit up, or another door up here. So now we actually have sufficient resources to start on this research, bring him back here, and then send Max all the way back here. Interesting that he didn't attack that. It's probably because we weren't conducting research on it. So we'll power this up. The more rooms we have powered, the less we have to worry about enemies spawning. Hey, Band for Life. Yeah, you did actually. We're doing the Armory Pod on easy difficulty, and it's going really well so far, I have to say. And I'm actually gonna spend the time to put down tear gas because it's so apparent that this floor is going to have like a lot of monster waves coming through here, because I still have to go down through this door off the main crystal, which could be a dead end, maybe not, I don't know. But either way, having to go down through that whole other corridor is going to make a lot of monsters spawn through here potentially. Bonus industry is the shit. Let's see. Fortunately, with Krayang so close. Good. Let's head up here. I'll have to upgrade prison uniform on whoever doesn't really have it. Sure. No touches. Send it for your review. Closes Friday, so we have time. Excellent. Why does it simply not? And thanks for joining me, Band for Life. I hope you aren't too disappointed that you missed the beginning. Okay. I'm actually feeling pretty good about Max as a scout. With such high damage and Pilfer, and 2 other heroes doing Operation, really couldn't ask for much more from him. Look at all of this dust we're accumulating. We don't even have to really defend this wing, because we've just been... There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna get a few hits in. Or 1. And with both of them able to repair, that's going to be really resilient. Now those crystal guys do AoE damage, both to heroes and to objects in the room. Let's take the opportunity to level up a bit more. There we go. Now we get even more bonus science. This is what I was counting on when I started this. So we can level up Max since he's our new scout. I'm less concerned about leveling up Krayang from this point since he has that passive that I was looking for. Because even when we don't have science creators at the beginning of a floor, it is a huge boon to have that as an option. Dehydrated water. What does this do? Extenders. Heroes on the 4 heal cost minus 10%. So if I just take this off, there's no benefit here. Actually, what makes sense is, let me look at all these guys. So heal 5, heal 6, heal 5, heal 5. Oops. Okay, so it reduces food consumption for him by 1. Woo fucking who. So with tear gas dividing defense of these much larger crystal entities, it's making it a lot easier to keep everything up. That said, they are still doing significant damage. I mean, that hasn't escaped my notice. Let's get a viral injector. On this particular floor, we won't have much use for it because the long blue pyramidal objects. When are you going to do the level 24 game? It's called The Drill. That is an achievement on a run that simply never ends. You just have to get up to floor 24. So I know what you're talking about. I want to be able to beat the game on easy before I go for a never-ending run. I want to get up here. I'm less concerned about that thing than I am about crystal runners, because this guy will stay and attack my hero. There we go. It's actually kind of nice to have Crane. Uh-oh, we're about to lose that science creator. There it goes. There's 2 more doors, which will be 10, which will be a third of the cost of this. I'll still be at 100, which is more than I've had starting floors generally, so I'm going to do that, but I'm starting to get a little nervous. Power that up. Anyways, I want to beat easy, first of all. And as for the drill, I may end up even doing it next run. Especially if this one ends prematurely. Now Max is the only guy defending this particular corridor, so I'm not racing to have anybody else defend with him. And it got destroyed again. That's a good sign that I'm just not meant to be continuing that. Oops. So Opbot's getting a little low there. Krang, you've got to get to this. I hate to take you off operation, but if you don't, it's all over. Now, I only need one more door open to get this viral injector anyways. I would throw down bioorganic transference, but I feel like I've put too much into this already. And I think this is the last door on the floor, and I'm really hoping it is. It could easily not be the case, but... Take just a moment here. Are you particularly excited about seeing me do a drill run? I mean, if you thought 2.5 hours was long to win the game, then wait till you see the drill run. You know, at this point, I'm less concerned about operating and getting the resources, because we've leveled up the heroes like twice on this floor thanks to Operation. Got him. I'm more concerned about them surviving okay and not having anything slip through. That's much more like it. What are our new options? Well, getting transference at 4 would be nice. I think I want to get transference at 4. I'm not going to place one because, again, I keep thinking that I've got one more room to go. I'm even going to power that up. I really, 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 really do not want huge waves of monsters going through. The drill is a bit hard for you, and you need more than one strategy. That's why I find it interesting. More than one strategy? Not sure what that means. That is the sound of an electromagnetic pulse. And it means... There we go. That several of my modules have disabled. So Max is going to be our new crystal runner. Also, we got transference, so I'm curious what will be on the next floor. Tear gas, which will be easy to research. Electromagnetic pulse randomly disables some room in every single module in that room. It's a lot more dangerous on other runs, not this one, because we can't build any seriously defensive defensive modules like prisoner prods or kip cannons. So, if a drill run requires more than one strategy, how do you even pick a team for that? Oh, I see my friend sent me my resume. Interesting that some of these are in bold and others are not. I'll have to check it out in a bit. keeping our food up is pretty vital because we want to keep our heroes leveling as much as possible. I'm glad to see that there are in fact weapons on this floor, or on this run, aside from the other ones, because in the library pod, not having any weapons at all was insane. And I felt like I had to level up my heroes a ton just to give them the hit points and defense and other stats to give them maybe a chance of survival, and it didn't really work out that well. Wait 2 minutes. I need the tip to tip the answer. It is quite long. Alright. I'll just wait. Heal cost ×2. That's a little unfortunate. I don't anticipate needing heal cost right now. I might not need it for the next 5 doors either, so I could get lucky in that way. Stone module. Now, the only thing that we don't have at tier 4 is the science creator, and we can't get industry creators in this particular run anyways. So it's actually not a huge deal that... I just want to check something. Okay. It's not a huge deal that hasn't shown up anymore. Having it at 3 is definitely sufficient for now. I have to say that I'm actually kind of pleased. All that we really have to worry about on this run that's going to be very dangerous is going to be suicide squads. The pinkish beetle creatures that fly. I am, however, extremely concerned about the fact that no dust is generated. Oh, well, there it is. That thing that just exploded, those I have to watch out for. Now, there are no major modules except for the one that's underneath this stele. That pisses me off. So I'm not even going to power that room up if I have a choice in the matter. I may run into a whole bunch of dust, and then maybe it's just convenient to do it so I can join the heroes elsewhere. I am also going to hope that this connects over to here so that I don't have to open this door up. Now, with this space open, I'm going to throw down another food replicator and have Krayang man it. Actually, Opbot man it and keep Krayang up here. He has better attack anyway, so it works. And now we can even power the next room, which we shall. Ugh, I was actually hoping that wouldn't be an artifact. But that's fine. We can just use that one for research for now anyways. We're going to get out of the room with that sorcerer so that we can take out those quickly, and then he'll do very little damage to Max. Much, much easier. Now, normally I would throw down tear gas. I think for starters I'm going to throw down transference. We're not finding a ton of dust down this way, so I don't need to worry about about having enough dust to make that placement useless. I can power this room as well. Now, Tightrope is a spear, and I've rarely gotten the opportunity to use it, so I have no fucking clue how good it is. Speed goes down, his attack cooldown goes up, but his overall damage per hit goes way up. Plus 55, plus 38. It actually does a lot better on Opbot. That's interesting. Despite the attack cooldown boost. If it weren't for the fact that he already has Tool Belt and that's providing him with the wit that I feel is necessary for this, I would very highly consider moving a thing over onto this guy exclusively so that we could negate the cooldown reduction going up. Let's sell off this radio. And I don't want either of these chitin anyways. So getting that extra industry is going to make a huge difference. And now, I'm actually going to go ahead and create 2 science creators. And hope that there's a shit ton of other doors down over this way. And actually, now I'm kind of kicking myself. And the reason for that is that I'm afraid that I have set myself up such that I can't depower this, because if monsters spawn in that room, they may destroy that. And yet I can't necessarily power this unless I get lucky. And I did. I got extraordinarily lucky. Milsprack bracelets. Those are quite handy. Now, will they actually... No, they actually decrease. What about here? It's only a decrease of 2 for defense, and his defense is already pretty good. I think I'll give it to him, unless... Dehydrated water is actually pretty terrible, and that is a significant upgrade. But dehydrated water also sells for a ton, so let's get rid of it. You need to start off the drill with at least 1 character that improves resources that you get from the main module. You'll need a lot of resources before 11. Now, before 11, you need to switch your team for characters that generally have better damage and defense abilities, because some people claim that dust low on those levels is a good idea. And the ability that gives you gold from killed monsters. If you remember last round, you won by simply legging it as soon as you found the exit. There are less places for modules in general, or they are really far from the start, and that's why the emergency generator is so useful. That certainly makes sense. Let's clear out these monsters before I go sell things. This is actually kind of funny. The bioorganic transfer managed to give him full hit points before we finish the wave. There we go. That should help significantly alleviate the cost of having those 2 science producers. Let's level up Max again. Now he can repair. And then nobody else can I level without bringing myself below 100 food. However, with all this DPS, I'm feeling pretty good about it. We can even power this room now. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms. So I need another 30 dust in order to be able to power that entire wing. Now, let me think about this for a moment. So I need another 30 dust. I'm saving up 100 science to get the whatchamacallit, Science 4. Which will then put me at 17 science for the rest of the floor. Uh-oh. Let's get Ken over to here. I don't know that I can. Okay, I think I can actually let that beetle go, because he's just going to suicide on some structure. Which he never even got to anyways. Still getting a bit risky. So that's 30 dust right there. So, yeah. anyway, since it's looking like I may actually manage to get enough dust to light up that wing, it may not be worth my while. Actually, I need 60 dust because I need enough to power this all up and then power this up so that I can put defenses in the room so that anything in there will survive. Plus an extra module wouldn't hurt. Actually, it probably would at this point. The costs are getting high. Well, we found the exit, so we can make a break for it if we need to. Well, your drill run does sound somewhat interesting, I'll have to admit. I don't know that I'm going to be able to switch strategies that easily on the fly, because I don't have that many strategies to begin with. But, there's no harm in trying it out. Who knows, maybe I can get the achievement. I thought I was going to have to send him in here. Still not enough dust. Which makes this section right here pretty dangerous. And then he'll just take on those beetles and it'll be fine. Looks like this may actually connect up, which is always great. I love it when that happens. Yeah, it's almost certainly going to connect up. I'm going to power that up. Actually, that's kind of foolish. I should power that up. Repair this real quick. Power that up. What do we get? Aw, man. That is one of the best swords in the game, but nobody in my party uses swords. Well, I'll just have to sell it for tons of industry. Uh-oh. That's really bad. Okay, nobody's attacking the crystal. That's really good. Okay, so move him to here. And... actually, I still think that letting them run that huge distance, those 4 rooms, and then this has to run 5 rooms. I think that's probably the best way to spread this all out. Nothing seems to be spawning from anywhere else. So I'll just move Ken and then see if Max can get to that room before he leaves it. Nope. Okay, now I can power that up. That's weak enough. We should move out. spraying is undergoing some stress. Ken, would you mind? Thank you, sir. I don't want to risk that next. There we go. So that's the last door, which means now I should try to take advantage of... I don't have science for it. Oh, I forgot about it this whole floor. That's okay. Then we'll activate this. And the exit is there. So I will disable that and then power these up. And HAL that one as well. And pause, everyone go to there, Max, go to here. So we're on floor 7, more than halfway through. We'll start this way. So we are actually managing to get a little bit more industry each time, which is heartening. I feel good about that, like I'm spending my resources effectively. Enough to power the next room and free power for that room. Can't ask for more than that. Okay, I see no problems with that. So that entire arm of the dungeon is completely powered and enough power for the first room here. Almost enough for the next one, too. Quick Draw is a phenomenally good weapon as I remember it. Actually, this is not as good. Oh, Bandleader's Baton, however, I remember being quite good because it allows people to just attack really quickly. It may... So the benefit is 20 or 11 here. And minus 38 there, so that's a lot of industry now that I think about it. I can sell this to cover some of the cost. Seems to get a lot of prisoner uniforms and not notice. 45, this would be 55. So now I've covered all but 5 of the cost. So I feel a little better about that now. And I can sell this, and now I've completely covered the cost. So I'm no worse off than when I started. Ooh, I've got a 4th person watching. Or 3rd person, I should say. Alright, Max, go explore. Okay, why don't you go see what our next research is going to be. It may actually be possible that I'll just fully research everything there is to research for this, and then I'll be completely done. I actually would have been more amused if it was 3.14 pi. But tear gas, still something I really want to use. I don't think I've ever managed to get it to tier 4, so that is impressive and heartening. Now, if I power this room, I'm going to throw down a shop and try to get some dust generation from it. I'd love to do that now, but obviously I can't afford to do it because I just don't have the dust. Oopsie. I may have just caused myself a bit of trouble there. He's probably just... yeah, he's going to ignore the crystal. I will, however, have to repair whatever he blows up. So, best to get him out of the way now. It's odd, I could have sworn I just started this. Oh, but then I opened those 2 doors in a row. Autodoc shards. So, here's the sad part. Everybody move to here. I want to power this up. I have to power up one of these. I think I'm going to do that side next. Because it's a new wing, it's too close to our crystal, all those good things. So, I have to depower that room, even though I want to build a shop there. Pool queue. That's not better than this, is it? No, but I'll definitely trade it in for industry later. Or now, actually, because no monsters have spawned. So, I just happened to notice something extraordinarily important. I have 562 food because I've been so focused on everything else. Well, he'll make defending a little easier. Speed and defense, and what's he get? Speed and defense. So I'm extremely happy about having leveled up essentially 6 heroes. I've got research underway. Ken can easily move to the crystal to defend it should I need him to. And now we can actually move Opbot and Krayang up and then build a shop here for low investment. And now, once I open the next door, not noticed by monsters. That is extremely bad. "100% speed is extremely good, though. Being able to keep up with those monsters and not having to worry about it will make this a lot safer. Move him to here. He'll catch any stragglers and be able to assist Max easier. Plus, he's not really contributing operation to that room. What was disabled? That was not disabled. And that's actually all I had. And thank God that Stellae just broke. So let's try to power up that wing. And I don't know that I really want more modules. I have 1 science. I could use another one. It's expensive though. How many more doors do I know of? 2. Yeah, I'm going to hold off for now. If I get a 3-way intersection, I'll definitely revisit that possibility. Okay. Ken, why don't you come help me stop a shit ton of monsters? Everything looks fine here. And since I'm gonna... if I get 6 more dust, I'll be able to power that room, and I won't have to worry about monsters spawning from there, so there's no point in putting down defenses there. There is a very reasonable point in placing down defenses here. but I'm not sure I want to commit to both tear gas and bioorganic. Shit. I'm gonna depower that. And Ken will wait here. Because now I have to get through this door. And I don't know how much further it extends. That was lucky. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to kill him. That tear gas module looks so ominous. Like some sort of satanic cockroach. Actually, I don't need to go anywhere. I can just check this. Hello, hero. Land module may actually be worth worth something in this particular instance. Oh, I totally forgot. I powered that section. I don't use it either anymore. Although I will still leave OpBot there because getting free test every time I open a door is pretty incredible. It's even more incredible when the merchant actually only requires dust. Let's do that, and then I think I may even be greedy and just go for whatever's in here. Dustfield gen, sure, why not? Because I'm expecting the last door to come up any minute and then just auto finish all those projects. That's really bad. That demon sorcerer may have really screwed me. And of course, tons and tons of monsters. At least they're temporarily stopped by this. I'm not sure if they'll destroy it. Got that one. Took a single hit, that's not too terrible. See, part of I mean, I think it should be obvious, but part of my reticence in placing all these minor modules is that every time I place one, like, none of these things that I can build is actually equal to 5. They're all more than that, so I have to open 2 doors to cover their cost. However, a viral injector here will really go a long way towards protecting the core. So I got 2 sets of research done. Well, it really can't hurt to have more of these in place. That does have its benefits, though, especially when coupled with the tear gas reducing defense. Let's see what else we got. I mean, there's only so many research options since offensive modules are no longer an option. Having a Tier 4 Neurostun module out of the way early would be good too. Shit. didn't mean to pull him off of operation, but it's not too bad. That's bad, however. Took more of a beating than I thought. This is one of those moments when I'm really tempted to just run for it. I hear you about the emergency generator, but there are no major modules except for this room. And emergency generators cost 60 industry apiece. I could build 2, and I would have no industry for the next floor, so this is not the run for emergency generators. Come on, come on, come on. This is an incredibly large floor for floor 7? I'm kind of concerned now. Ooh. That still decreases his DPS by 9. It'll increase his. It'll clearly increase his. I did research all of the modules because I've played on the... That's how you unlock the library pod, and I already did a run with the library pod. You may not have been here for that one, though. So yeah, you research all tier 1 modules, so I did that. I also made a point of trying to build all of them in that particular run, just so that I would have the opportunity to try stuff, even if it didn't sound good, and then at least that way I could know for certain whether it was or wasn't. Good. It's amusing how many enemies explode in this. Alright, depower that. Power up all this crap. Wow, I never actually got to open that chest. Although, I think what I'd rather do is send Oppot there, you two here. Max, grab the crystal. Let's get out of here. Nobody uses a sword. You know, it might actually be worth my time to run all the way up here and see if I can use the merchant before he dies. Rapier, no longer need the iron shield. And then race all the way down here. I'm loving that all of the suicide beetles are just not in any way concerned about the fact that there are heroes to kill. They're all just going after all my modules, which don't matter at this point. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the library pod unlocks for doing all that stuff. I was occupied. I didn't see your chat. So I did that, and I already did the shop, so I'm glad I didn't miss that. Let's move on. I'm going to take a very brief break for a moment here before I start the next floor. Only take me a moment or two. Go like that. There we go. I just want to check on something. Now... Yeah, there's a little more to this than I thought there would be, so close that, and resume. And switch to this. There should be an achievement for finish the drill like badass. The drill is an infinite run. It doesn't finish. That's why you get the achievement at floor 24. But I do agree there should be an achievement for making it like 100 floors or something. That would totally be badass. Oops. Okay, self-powered room. Some monsters on the floor are significantly weakened. I'm gonna research that. Another object to sell, should I find someone who sells for things other than dust. We do have 350, so I can level up Ken and create less dust but a lot of defense. It's funny, there's other things that give you like a bonus to 100% defense, like Sarah Numas's ability, but they don't reduce the amount of dust. So I kind of find it a little frustrating to see a skill like this when I know that there's an objectively better skill already in the game, which also makes me less likely to want to choose him, because I know I'm going to need to use it at some point. I'm going to pull everybody back to here. I don't know what kind of monster spawn on this floor yet, so I don't know how dangerous it is to leave these exposed, but we are likely going to need to defend here as our first choke point. There. Emergency generator is 90 dust. This is not the run for the emergency generator. Hollow Hero. Keep moving. Well, I can sell this for a few food. So that's out of the way. Hipster Scarf on Ken would be pretty damn nice about now. That is not much of an upgrade, although I'm probably going to end up generating shit tons of food on this floor anyways. And actually, at this particular junction, I want to have 2 science anyways, so I might as well create it here and let him get a turn's worth of use out of it, I guess. So what do I want from this? I want this, and I want this. This, I'm actually pretty cool with, if I can get it. Energy bar is speed, which is nice for max, but I don't think it's enough speed to really justify spending on the resources. So let's leave Opbot and Kriang there, and Max and Ken will come to here, and then I'll have Max open this up. Now, I cannot tolerate having that room like that, so I'm just going to do that. And, unfortunately, I think I also have to disable that, which is going to put a lot of stress on these guys, since it's going to be 5 rooms worth of waves pouring into them. There is no reason to leave Ken there, so I'm going to advance him to this point. And counterclockwise. Okay. I need 50 dust in order to be able to activate all of that. So I think that it's worth putting down tear gas and bioorganic transference, and I actually feel like I'm going to go a step further and put down a viral injector, perhaps. Poison duration is 9 seconds times 30, so 270 damage. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's going to do enough. Could put down Hollow Hero. He'll absorb 150 hit points and keep some damage off of them. But he's 14, which seems like a lot. Putting down a second tear gas module, I don't think it'll really stack. And if I put in the Neurostun module, that will slow them down a bit, but this is actually better in a room this size for range characters, because a range character can stand where Oppot is, and Oppot's going to have to run over to here to get to them, so slowing them down isn't going to do much once they're already in the room. So, unless I want to put down this twice, which I might well do. See, part of the thing is I don't know that these stack. I mean, everything else in terms of offensive modules definitely do. I know, I'll put down these Autodoc shards. That should help a lot. And I'll just move Ken straight to here. There's no reason for him to just hang back. There's some people who have at least one item that gives them more speed. I need to move the crystal so they can get to the exit. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's actually not a bad idea. And considering that I have a shit ton of food now, and I'll probably, if I sort of forgo some of the leveling up on this floor, which I don't think is going to be a big deal, then it is a pretty conceivable situation that I might be able to just, let's see. I most need the hipster scarf, because it can prevent things from attacking the crystal that would otherwise ignore him. A thing is a really great item, but I'm just going to have to move it for now. I don't think... Yeah, Blast Stapler is worse, so I'm going to sell this. I'm still keeping a thing, because you never know who I can throw it onto to make them better. King's armor is really phenomenal for him, because the hit points and defense and regeneration and all that. Oh, incidentally, see how that says -1 DPS? That's a bug in the system. It's not going to change anything. I ran across that earlier. So there we go. So now we're at 99 food. I can re-equip the prisoner uniform to someone else who does not have a blue one. I'll put on Krayang. And then I can sell that and put me over 100 again. And then the next thing I'm going to buy is going to be that energy bar, because that is, like I said, a very good point. Max, you can get your butt all the way down here again. Okay, so now that we've got that, let's send these two back here to help with the wave coming through. We're about to lose that, and frankly I kind of deserve to lose it. Does this one have a major module? I don't know, I think it only will tell me if it's powered up, so I'm gonna build that there. I should have actually waited until it was destroyed, because then I would have paid less for it overall. Anyways. Yeah, there is a space for major module there. Alright, you two go here. Max to the bottom. Injector 3. See, part of the thing is this hasn't been attacked because no crystalline monsters... Actually, if I go like this, and then I power this room last, then I can do research here without having to worry about it, and only monsters will spawn from there. Let's wait a second, make sure nothing spawns. Okay, good. It occurs to me also that monsters won't spawn in a room that Ken is in, so he should really just be there, and I should be done with it. So 4 more dust and I can open up yet another room, and plenty of space in my backpack, so that energy bar is going to be real nice. 7 additional dust, so now I've got that. Let's send Krang over here to do the operation of this, rather than make Max run all over the place. This has tiers? That's interesting. It may actually... Nah, I'm not going to spend it. At least not yet. Maybe next floor, but I need to open up a lot of doors to recoup cost of having to build another one of those science creators. Viral injector. Might as well go all in. And Max will continue down here. You know, it's funny. Each time I check the chat, I keep doing all the stuff that you say before I even say it, or sorry, before I even read it. So I'm feeling pretty good about that, actually. Alright, so we finally reached the dead end here. That is not great. However, there's only one wave of runes worth of monsters that's going to be spawning into that. I'm really concerned because it doesn't look like this is going to link up, so I may have to eventually like activate that corner. And so disabling that wing is not going to do an awful lot for me. Or sorry, powering up that wing is not going to do an awful lot for me. Plus, we have so many waves that can spawn and go at Ken right here. A little bit of industry was nice. Appreciate that. Found the exit, so if things get a bit hairy, I can do that. Might as well level up the Hollow Hero, although at 14, the meme intensified. At 14, industry, it's really hard to justify that. That's like three doors that I have to open to cover the cost of that thing. And yeah, I think I'm gonna finish out this land module just so it stops showing up in the research, because then I might be able to get more minor modules showing up once it's out of the way, because between I believe that's the last one that's going to show up in here. So activating this for 30. There's only one door that I know of in this entire floor, but it would give me a small boost to dust. I'm gonna have to disable that. And of course, oh no, the electromagnetic whatever majigger has worn off. So let's have Ken close by, just in case anything runs past Max in a small room. Nothing did. So let's move into position. Is that better than what he has? Yeah, significantly. I like that his machine gun is less sexist. because it mentions widows and widowers. There we go. Hipster scarf makes it a little bit hairy sometimes. Alright. Get it? Hairy because they have beards? Tee hee hee. Not enough to power that room. Thought I already got what was in here, didn't I? I did. That explains why all the suiciders are exploding on him. Transference, autodoc shards, and tear gas. And then you two. Let's get all 4 people pulling to this point. Yeah, there are no other monsters spawning elsewhere. That was really scary. I kind of want to be able to power that room up just so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Alright, you two. Sorry to take you off operation there, but we've got a shit ton of science. In fact, let's do more science. By the way, Van for Life, I do actually really appreciate the fact that you mentioned that research. Because I am liable to forget these things in the course of concentrating on so many different tasks and generally trying to manage. So, thanks for looking out for me. Just need to remember to keep checking the chat. Iron shield. So there's going to be some monsters for them to take care of. That's really bad. Care to help me?